Alright, peace. I was gonna say part of how I look and the way everything else around me looks, but that's the mind state. Keep that in mind, right? I'm doing this to show you, to show myself really. Fuck y'all. Let me not say y'all. To show myself that I can do better. I mean, we all going through a bout right now. Some of us are doing well. Some of us aren't. I'm one of those that aren't. And that's because I let my emotions supersede my judgment in the last 5 years. Um, Only reason why I state that is because most people don't really realize that when we get into a certain mind state, it's usually our emotions that run us. And when I say run us, I looked at a lot of people that I had in my cipher, and most of them, if somebody does them wrong, they want to just get their get back. You know what I'm saying? Retribution, get it. But at the same time, what is that getting you? Unless somebody like really hurts somebody in your family, and you're trying to make sure that nobody else in your family gets hurt. If it's just words, sometimes you gotta let that shit fly. And I didn't let shit fly a lot, and I didn't listen because I felt like I could do what I was able to do, and I should have been, and I did a lot. But what I didn't do was stick to my guns. And for that is where I faltered, because I got upset at the things that were happening in my life. And I didn't know that those were lessons that I was supposed to take in order for me to balance my emotions. I'm just freestyling, so some of the stuff may not sound right, but it'll all tie in. What I'm doing is, I'm doing this for me so that I can be more of the person that I would like to be, more of the intelligent man that I know that I am. And most of us are, but we just, we shy from it because, we from the hood, and niggas ain't gonna play me, fuck out of here, all that shit. But man, all that shit to the side before it. At the end of the day, I got my kids, you know what I'm saying, my missus, you know what I'm saying, but we going through some shit right now because of my emotional intelligence and me not taking care of what the fuck I needed to take care of while she had her hiatus. But I am like, I'm not gonna say depressed. I'm stuck. I guess that you could say that's a part of depression, but I'm stuck attempting to facilitate my next moves. I can't think straight. It might be because of the marijuana, but I don't think it's all the marijuana. I think it's more or less stress. Get that pressure inside your head or whatever, and you don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a headache. It's just pressure, just constant pressure in the same spots. Maybe in the back, maybe in the front, maybe in the sides. Mine right now is in the sides. Sometimes it's in the front, sometimes it's in the back, sometimes it's the whole head. But nonetheless, um, I guess I'm doing this for revelation and the confirmation that you can come back from death. And when I say death, I'm talking about a mental death, because right now I feel like I'm in the grave. I feel like I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, sexually, I feel like I'm dead. I lost a lot because I was just running around, drinking, fighting, and flirting and doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just living life, as we say, right? But I missed the most important parts on that path. And the most important parts was for me to elevate, for me to stack bread. I mean, I was getting bread at the time, but then coronavirus hit. No excuses, but my my way of thinking changed once the coronavirus hit. My son was getting to the point where he started asking questions, and it's just me and him at this point. So I'm like, do I want to have him around drugs? No, I don't want to have him around drugs. See what happened with my last child. You know what I'm saying? I had my last child with me, and not my child's fault. You know what I'm saying? My child was a child being a child. Went to go pick some crack. Me and my man phoned the package. Boo boo boo. Child season. Me and my child don't say nothing. Cool, whoop. So pocket it, go back, do what I do. 1, 2 step. We got into an argument because my child wanted to transition, and me being me, I'm more or less like, you could do whatever you want, but no, this is X, Y, and Z, and that X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna get too far into that because I know how people feel about that, and that's not my place. Me and my child have an understanding. I love my child to death. I will never neglect my child for shit. My child knows that. It's my twin. Anyway, at the time, my child was just being a teenager, so 13ish, and went back, told her moms, because we was told moms, and moms got mad because I wasn't agreeing with the lifestyle, and I was just being too harsh or whatever the fuck they felt. Called cops on me. Cops came over. I'm on parole at the time too. Just got out, probably like fresh year and a half, and just test me up, blew it dirty. So now I'm on a radar. It's quiet. Whatever. I say that to say this. I didn't want my son around that. So that kind of took away from my confidence. Me not being able to facilitate the moves the way I used to facilitate them. And honestly, any nigga that got street money know what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have that street money, that shit fucks with your head. Especially when and it could be, excuse me, that was irritating. It could be something so minuscule as just $1,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? I know $7,000 a week, yeah, but don't forget you still gotta pay your connect, get more, yeah. So it's not $7,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? Unless you doing it, you know what I'm saying? It's not $7,000 a week plus the contingencies, because niggas spend money as soon as they get it too. Anyway, you know how I feel when you up and all of a sudden you gotta give up because you can't. You made the choice to make sure that your family was good. You know what I'm saying? And it's just me and my son. Not saying I didn't have family members on both sides of the fence, but it's just you and your child. You know what I'm saying? That's your responsibility. And my child, I held that down. For life, I held that down. That's my baby. Either way, I made that decision. Jobs were scarce. Coronavirus, you got a little lump sum. Yeah. We went and had some fun, paid some bills, had some more fun, paid some bills. Lost jobs for months. So I have no job, just sitting in the crib, trying to figure out what to do, not pitching nothing. So that shit fuck with a nigga head. Now I'm starting to look like itchy and scratchy. You know what I'm saying? Not the fly young guy I used to be. At this time I'm like 35, 36, 37, something like that. But once again, I digress. So I wasn't looking, feeling, smelling like $1 million. You know what I mean? But that shit fucks with your head. You're not having the means to do the way you do it. I'm not saying that I can't hustle anything, because I've had numerous legal jobs and legal hustles and illegal hustles. But I was attempting to figure out something different so I can garner more money, because all of my hustles to me were mediocre. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was getting 10, 20,000. I was getting a couple hundred here, a couple thousand there, and that 1,000 will probably come within a week, like I said. It depends on how good the week is. And before Corona, that shit was coming in. You know what I'm saying? But then when Corona hit, everybody started being stingy with their bread. And then you know how it is with bread now. Everything is on the card. You know what I'm saying? So I was in when that transition hit, and you can't really pay motherfuckers with that shit. I mean, you can now, but you know how it go. But anyway, at that time, it wasn't like that. Niggas want cash on demand. So I'm not making an excuse. This is me realizing why I am looking the way I am, feeling the way I am, and not in the position that I am supposed to be in at this point in my life. And I want to make this abundantly clear to anyone. If you don't want to be in that spot, far be it for me to say that I haven't tried to facilitate shit while I feel the way I feel, look the way I look, and yeah. I've tried to be the father, the family man, and all of that, but it just did. Not saying it didn't feel right, but it wasn't enough. Not just for her, but even for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind cleaning the fucking house. I love a clean house. I love cooking. You know what I'm saying? I love all that shit. But as far as going out and getting it, the way I'm used to getting it. Not saying I was out there fucking on the street thugging and bugging 24/7, but if it needed to get done, I did it. I work, but if it needed to get done, I'll get it. You hear me? Anyway, um, I lost my train of thought. But I'm making this abundantly clear, not only for you but for me, that when you set your mind to something, you could transition anything. And I guess this is my way of showing myself that I don't have to be in that mind state anymore, and that, you know what I mean, I don't have to be the same person. The same person as in I was always closed off. This social media shit, I'm not with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it bent. I'm not with that shit. But at the same time, how am I supposed to get money? How am I supposed to meet new people? Not saying I can't. I love going to the bar, talking to people and all of that shit, but that's not the era. The era is, yo, Facebook, connections, yeah. So this is basically me breaking the barrier into the new age that I don't want to be stuck in the old age. We in the age of Aquarius, so let that information pull.